So, I'm doing my history homework,
Mm-hmm.
but what are lawyers?
Let's look it up. Lawyers are those who conduct lawsuits for clients or advise as to legal rights and obligations and other matters. But before that, what's law?
A law is a rule or order that is advisable or obligatory to observe. At least, that's what Merriam-Webster tells us. But looking through our history, we've adjusted the definition of law over the past 200 years. Our first lawyer president, the great John Adams, wasn't just an ordinary lawyer. He defined the brave American lawyer.
Join us in a blast to the past as we discover the path to justice in John Adams, from Boston to Guantanamo.
It all began on the evening of March 5th, 1770 in Boston, in front of the Customs House, the building where taxes and duties were paid. A few British soldiers were on guard, but the Bostonians, angry from the taxes, taunted the soldiers and began throwing snowballs at them.
What was the order? Whatever you do, don't fire, would be misinterpreted as fire due to the chaos from the large group of protesters. The 8 accused soldiers would fire and leave 5 dead and others injured. The 8 were found innocent and 2 were charged with manslaughter. Nothing compared to the murder they were accused of, but the colonists thought this verdict didn't earn any justice for them. Yet Adams preserved American liberty, and that will last for many years to come.
John Adams' success during the Boston Massacre became a beacon of hope and inspiration for lawyers in the future. One such case took place in Scottsboro, Alabama in 1931. On March 25th, 9 African-American teenagers were accused of raping 2 white women on a freight train. The teenagers, who soon became known as the Scottsboro Boys, were assigned an alcoholic attorney who walked into the trial drunk. Needless to say, his support was rather weak, and all of the boys were either sentenced to death or a life in prison. A man named Samuel Leibowitz took over the case. He had to endure numerous death threats, but he stood true to his belief in the right of every defendant to proper counsel. Leibowitz managed to drop charges against 4 of the boys and won paroles for 4 others.
The 21st century challenge in American law is brought about by none other than Guantanamo Bay, the detention facility for captives in a post-9/11 war on terror located in Cuba. Became a source of controversy since the facility is not within the jurisdiction of U.S. civilian courts. Lawyers have defended the inmates in various Supreme Court cases. The case of Razoul versus Bush in 2002 was successful in this attempt. It was decided that the United States controls the base, granting jurisdiction to federal courts. Question remains, many of the detainees are not citizens. Do they have a right to even gain jurisdiction?
Adams wanted to be popular, but he did what was right, not what was popular. As a defender of liberty, he took controversy in order to do the right thing.
Many lawyers thereafter succeeded by following John Adams' example of always adhering to the law. In the end, many of these men and women persevere for the truth, for justice, for law.
So we should always remember how debates and laws continue on today and tomorrow.
But as long as we stand
United.